I'm sure you've seen the slides of the blood of people who have been vaxxed versus unvaxxed. Underneath the microscope, you can see the blood clotting happening with people who have already received the jab.
And my freedom of choice. I've been an airline pilot for 18 years, and now I'm facing an ultimatum. Not a choice, but an ultimatum. I'm being told in order to continue my career as an airline pilot, I must be vaccinated, which really means I have to choose between putting food on the table for my family and my freedom of choice. Whether you believe in vaccination is the right thing to do or not, the situation goes far beyond health. We, the American people, have fought for freedom for 257 years. We go around the world spreading ideas of freedom and democracy. We help other countries and people fight for their freedoms, while ours are being stripped away. You may think being forced to wear a mask or get a vaccination is insignificant, but when you begin to compile mandate after mandate and loss of freedom after freedom, it becomes very significant. As each thing is taken away, we face what is known as the shifting baseline syndrome. This syndrome changes our idea of a new and acceptable normal. Soon, we will not remember what it was like to have the freedoms we once did. Our children and our grandchildren will experience less freedom, and they won't have the privilege or the pleasure to enjoy the same choices our parents had or that we have. If we give into these mandates and we do not stand up for our freedom of choice, we dishonor every armed service person over the last 257 years. A disservice to the people who have fought and bled for the very freedoms we enjoy. Whether you believe in vaccination or not, I'm standing up for your freedom of choice. You may support if we do not stand together and fight back in one voice. Soon, we could be told where to live, what job we will do, what religion to believe, and how many children we can have. Do you really want someone telling your children or your grandchildren what, when, and how they will live every minute of their lives? It's time we take a stance. It's time we fight for our freedom of choice while we still can. Join us. Visit usfreedomflyers.org. Help support our mission to protect and preserve our freedoms.
The accumulating evidence from United States, England, Qatar, Israel, that natural immunity is robust, complete, and durable. People do not get COVID-19 over and over again and end up in the ICU, in the ventilator. We know that. There can be an occasional false positive test here and there, but there's, for most individuals, there's just one clinical case of COVID and they're done. These people were excluded from the randomized trials of vaccination. We know vaccines cannot improve upon natural immunity. And the more data that build on this, natural immunity with SARS-CoV-2 looks just like natural immunity with SARS-CoV-1. The original SARS-1 virus, the immunity is permanent now for 17 years. It's looking the same way for COVID-19. So all of you out there who have had COVID-19, you're the accumulation.
Black leaders in this country have been propped up by white liberals for a long time. And it comes with the quid pro quo that they are made to be idols, that they are given large platforms and audiences, that they're given access to capital. They're given access to what they call the good old boy clubs. And in exchange, they stay away from all of the controversial issues that would fundamentally change the system, that would fundamentally change the fabric of America.
You're going to really want your men to listen to this. Nitric oxide is what Viagra is all about. So nitric oxide maintains erectile functionality. And when you do proton pump inhibitors, you have a higher risk of erectile dysfunction. Now, how do you want
the side effects? So you're saying so standard medicine for acid reflux can lead to erectile dysfunction?
It can. It really can. And
love is when you look into the eyes of a mother holding her child. That expression is love. Love is an unconditional acceptance. Humans with the ego, they try too hard to understand, and they fight to try to understand. They sabotage things to try to understand, and the acceptance is right under the nose the whole time.
Did you hear this and go like, did he just say that? Yeah, right. Listen to what the doctor says about another virus in the Wuhan lab they found evidence of, right? Its lethality, and how I think the host just was like, had so much going on.
Standing up for medical. Willing to work. Willing to work. I'm being escorted out of UCLA for standing up for medical freedom, despite coming to work, willing to work, and I just can't believe that this is what they're doing right now. And I'm gonna fight for all of us out there, and I will continue to fight, and this is not okay. Came to work despite being unvaccinated, willing to work for patients, to help out staff, and this is how we're treated.
The crowd. Let's go, Brandon. Brandon, you told me you were going to kind of hang back. You can hear the chants from the crowd. Let's go, Brandon. Brandon, you told me you were going to kind of hang back. You can hear the chants from the crowd. Let's go, Brandon. Brandon, you told me you were going to kind of hang.
Lately, USA is getting scarier. Half of the Americans I see all hate America. They hate the cops doing their best to take care of us and kneel for the flag and salt the soldiers that we're burying. I'm tired of the pissing and complaining. Why you living in America if all you do is hate it? You think it's brave to take a stand against the nation? Real bravery is dying for the right so you can say it. Dear America, what happened to Americans? Apparently no one's aware or cares that it's embarrassing. It's arrogance. Our greatest enemy was always slavery and terrorists, and now it's people in the country trying to burn the heritage. I can't help it, I just seem to see the world different. It ain't Republicans or liberals, it's mental illness. The internet is only interested in left opinions. Cancel culture's got more power lately than the First Amendment. If you don't like it, leave. We will not defund police. We don't want no riots in our neighborhoods or in the streets. We respect freedom of speech. We protect what we believe. We don't want nobody dead, so please do not tread on me. In America, your freedom ain't free. In America, got soldiers dying overseas. So America,